I'm on the balcony of the Kuk Po School, just to the south of Starling Inlet there, and you can see, if you look through the branches of the tree, you can see the sea there, and then in the far distance is that part of Shenzhen, and it's just quite interesting to see the landscape from this angle. We've got a couple of ficus microcarpa here, and they often seem to be sort of standing on the corners like this, almost like sort of sentinels. You know, there's another couple over in the far corner over there as well. That where those people are sitting there, that actually is a man-made sea wall across to the other side of the valley of the bay. So exactly when that was built, I'm not quite sure, but it would have presumably been built in order to very much increase the farmland, right? So this would have been operating as farmland before. And in fact, there's an old photograph downstairs at this exhibition which shows that. The farming, I guess, would have kind of petered out probably in the 70s, and the sea has come back through the wall, right? And so we can see on the just to the middle of the picture there, that open water. That's mud flats, right? It's high tide at the moment. And then just behind the mud flats, we've got some mangroves. Some mangroves have come in naturally, reclaiming and rewilding the valley. And then further back, where the mangroves, that's pure, salt water, seawater there. A little bit further back, it's a mixture of saline and fresh water. So we can see a mixture of these big ferns, and also the Phragmites australis rushes. And then a little bit further up, we can see that the trees and the shrubs are invading that area of farmland. That's definitely right out of the saline, the salt water influence completely. Right back there, and then you can just see the houses just at the foot of the hill, and then behind the houses, behind the village, is a small sort of fung shui woodland. So I don't have time to go and explore every single species here, but it's just quite interesting the way that the vegetation relates to the water and the topography, right? And then over there we can see those hillsides, which would have been pretty bare 50 years ago. The woodland is starting to re-invade from there, but that little patch of woodland behind the village there would always have been there. So we've got the woodland, the village just out of the floodplain and not using up valuable farmland, and then we've got the farmland here with shrubs and trees re-invading, and then down here permanently wet, a mixture of fresh and saline water with the Phragmites, and then we've got the mangroves in the intertidal area, and then the mud flats below that, and then on the other side of that sea wall is the open sea.